You know, when life gets really stressful, everything feels harder. Even making good food choices or finding the energy to move your body. You know what I've noticed, especially with women who are 40 plus? Most of us don't struggle with weight loss because we don't know what to do. We struggle because our lives are already so overwhelming, and then we try to pile weight loss on top of that. I learned this the hard way when I was going through my divorce. My stress levels were through the roof. I gained 30 plus pounds. I suddenly had high blood pressure, a thyroid problem, and I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And honestly, I thought that the answer was to push a little harder, to diet harder, to move a lot more, to be more disciplined, like get it together, girl. But my body felt terrible. Eventually, I realized something that completely changed how I looked at weight loss. The mind loves excitement, the body loves routine. And when life feels really chaotic and stressful, the last thing that the body wants is just another massive change. My mind loves excitement, new programs, new plans, shiny new routines, but my body, not so much. My body wants to know when breakfast is happening every day. So, when you are in a state of stress, your nervous system slows and even shuts down your digestive system. So you could be eating all the good foods, you could be drinking all those green juices, you could be doing all the right things, consuming all the right foods and drinks, and still not drop much weight because your body is not processing, your body is not digesting because you're still in a state of stress. So, the main thing that you can do before you even think about changing what you eat or starting new at the gym is to really look at your stress. Yeah, I used to think, okay, I just need more discipline. Maybe I need a new workout plan. Maybe I need to try a new diet. You know, there are as many types of diets as there are human beings on the planet. You know, honestly, I was exhausted and trying to come up with a new plan, a new routine just created more stress in my mind. And stress increases your insulin resistance. It did for me. I was just so stressed out. It increases inflammation. It contributes to metabolic dysfunction. It raises cortisol. It keeps your heart rate consistently high, elevated, your blood pressure. Also, over time, it promotes inflammation and vascular strain. So, stress kills, as they say. But you cannot really be as successful at your weight loss in your weight loss journey. You won't drop pounds as fast as you would like, especially if you are a woman who is 40 plus. You will reach a point like I did where you will be frustrated because you'll be doing all the things I'm sure you have. You know, you wake up at 5 in the morning and you work out and you make sure you eat right and you drink right, and yet the weight won't melt off. It could be that you are in such a high state of stress that your digestive system has slowed, your nervous system is activated, and so nothing is going to melt off of your midsection until you deal with the stress in your life. Stress is a contributing risk factor and it's an aggravator, not the single sole cause, but it is a major cause of a lot of lifestyle related health conditions, including excess weight. So, if you are in a state of stress, it's going to be harder for you to drop weight because when you change the way you eat and if you move more, you are actually adding more stress to your system in that way. So, by removing some of the stress in your life first will actually help your weight loss go faster. Really, when I went through a really stressful time, really the most stressful times that I have ever been through, I went kind of dumb because you cannot think clearly. You cannot have as much clarity if you are in a state of stress. I ate more. I ate a lot of junk because I was also feeling the need to soothe myself, soothing the state of stress that I was in. So I was eating all kinds of junk on top of the fact that my nervous system just slowed down. So I gained a lot of weight because of that. One of the first things that I did before I even planned how I wanted to lose weight, I cleared the clutter in my life because clutter just creates so much stress. For me, and I'm sure for you as well, to be in a space where there is clutter, I cleaned out a drawer. I cleaned out my closet. I cleaned out my purse, just clearing the clutter in your life, in your mind, to create space for something new where you don't add more things on top of what is already there and what is already cluttered. Then once I cleared some of the clutter out of my life, I just started to walk. I just walked more. I walked. And it really freed my mind because in that process of just moving, gently moving outside in the fresh air, I could really think through things. So every time I felt the stress rise up in me, instead of trying to reach for a snack or something, I would just put my shoes on and go for a short walk. Instead of sitting in the stress and the discomfort I felt internally, walking really just was a way for me to just let some things go. So walk, even if it's just 10, 15 minutes a day, start there. For me, I walked first thing in the morning. I actually started my journey in January. It was in the middle of winter, and I would put on my coat and my boots at 7 o'clock in the morning, go for a walk, 20 minutes, and then I would come home. I would eat something, and then later on in the day, around 5 o'clock, I would go out again because that's when I felt I just needed to be out there. I just needed to just let some stuff go. And even when I felt like there were just times in the day where I felt I wanted to go to the store and just stock up on snacks, which was usually chocolate covered nuts. Almonds were my favorite. Chips, ice cream is a gift from the heavens when you are feeling stressed and lonely and angry and just all the things when you are going through a huge life change like I was. So food was a real comfort for me. And so making that shift in my own mind where I no longer look to food to fill something inside of me, but to actually just lace up my shoes and go outside and walk it off. Our minds get really excited when we think about starting a new diet or a new workout program, big changes and fast results. But our body, it wants safety, it wants consistency, it wants predictability. And when life already feels stressful or we feel so completely overwhelmed, to add a strict diet or a intense workout plan can actually feel like just another threat to the body. And when the body feels stressed, it doesn't want to focus on fat loss. It will focus on survival. Sometimes the first step isn't to add more. Sometimes the first step is to remove some pressure. That might mean clearing some clutter or your schedule clutter, even the expectations we put on ourselves. If you're thinking about starting a weight loss journey over 40, here's what I usually suggest focusing on first. Because I've lost 45 pounds, and while I'm still on my own personal weight loss journey, I haven't gained any of that back. So, where I would suggest that you focus on first is start with stabilizing stress. Maybe that looks like improving your sleep. Maybe that looks like eating a regular, balanced diet or a blood sugar balancing diet. Maybe if you just add some more steps in your day instead of feeling like you have to go to the gym and just work really hard. Or maybe it's simplifying something in your life. Small routines create stability, and stability is what makes change so much easier. If you've been feeling frustrated with your body, I just want you to know that you're not broken. Sometimes your body just needs to feel safe before it's ready to change. If this resonates with you, I'd love to know, have you noticed stress affecting your health or weight? You can share down in the comments below. I would love to read them. And if you are wanting more support in your health and weight loss journey, and you are 40 plus, make sure to subscribe. That's exactly what I will be talking about in future videos.